people are falling in. I'm going to put our 3 grant collections here. I don't know what the heck to call these things. But here it is on the chat. Smiley, I'm online. Smiley thinks I'm talking to her. Everything's always about her. I don't know why she acts like that. Everything's about me, me, me. Actually, I'm more that way than she is. But, oh, I love your wife. Which one? Charity. Okay. Well, things that seemed a little slow after the last, our last grant, our big one on the 4th of, what was last month? I guess this month, August. But things seem to be picking up again. And I think part of it is me doing live things here, because also recurring is important. Not only new members, but people that keep. If you go, then it means we're not helping you somehow. So that's why I keep an eye on that. Well, actually, my job, I've been doing this 50 years or more, and it's fun to worry. Right? And it keeps my mind off myself. See, that's what's nice, to have something bigger than you to worry about, because otherwise you'll be so involved in all the little is it transactions or transgressions? That's it. Transgressions we all suffer through the days. And we take them personally, when really they're not personally, but it is you, person, so it must be personally. It hurts, right? But the person who gets up in the morning doesn't get up and say, well, let me figure out how to screw up Lesko today. And that's what I think we think about when bad things happen to us. And that's probably nothing. There's probably occasionally that happens, but not most of the time, and not most of the bad stuff, that happens to most of us, that it's on the bad side. So on Lesko Help 2, I put in those 3 reports. Please download those 3 reports. I mean, there's literally thousands of grants. And it may sound overwhelming to you because of the reports, all the information, but believe me, your option is going to Google, and that's billions. So dealing with a few thousand, what we do is we gather those grants and money and help that by problem in life. So we organize everything by the problem you have in life. So if it's starting a business, okay, here's all the grants for that. If it's, and then we're also able to see that, identify stuff that really isn't set up for that, but it can be used for that, So that's important to do. The lady you called Smiley is your wife. Right, nice lady you were just talking to is your wife. Talking about you. Right, that's right, Charity. And yeah, this has been I had 2 other marriages. They were training wheels. I think one was 3 years, one was 7. And this one, we got a nice family going. I'm now more of an adult. I wasn't old enough for any of that stuff back then. So it's good. But so we organize it by, so like you see on the Monster Report, that's the new report I'm working on every day, really. And that shows you, there's a step-by-step video instruction for you to, taking the biggest topics I get every day that I answer questions. So that's what I do most of my day, is sit down and read your questions on Facebook. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get here on Lesko Help 2. We have a question corner now, and so we'll be working on that. But if you want an answer from me, it's over on Facebook. Happy to. You can ask me 100 questions a day. I'll get around to them eventually, and usually within 24 hours, 48 hours at the max, I'm able to clean them up. Because that's how I learn, and it's important to know what your problems are, so I could learn and go out and research the best possible answers for the problems. Like somebody needed a hospital bed, okay? Well, there's not a grant for a hospital bed, but there are nonprofit organizations that do that. They help you pay for a hospital bed that you needed. So there's other ways to do that. And so that's what I do every day. And I'm always happy. You are great. Yeah, no, I and mainly because I don't know the option. And no, life has been terrific to me now. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I can't believe that I'm 80 and doing all this stuff. And it's fun. And I think staying healthy is important. But also, I think that people, a lot of questions I get are people that are let's do Tammie first, okay? Tammie, maybe you know her. She's very active at Lesko Help. She's a volunteer who just does crazy things for everybody. Can't always smile when you're broke. Right. Right. It plagues on you. Well, I got a note from Tammie. So she shares. See, what Tammie does is share the information about what she has. See, and that's what I'm trying to encourage people, because if you share. Now, the program that Tammie took advantage of, it's a mortgage program out in California, and she tells you what it is. There's Tammie. Everything. And here's the message you wrote to me. Just received some good news today after the hurricane, the earthquake. Coming back with a vengeance now that I just received the news. For the second time this year, I've been approved for the California Mortgage Relief Program and received $9,000, okay, in mortgage assistance. This has been my second time this year, and in totaling 3 times approved for the California Mortgage Relief Program. She says, I haven't had to spend a dime on my mortgage for the last 2 years. And she includes the note that she got from the government. And that congratulates her and how the money's going to show up and all this kind of stuff. So, I mean, it is real. And you have more power over helping people than I do. Because you can't, I know it's hard to believe somebody dresses like a goddamn clown that you could relate to. See, Tammie, you could relate to. Me, see, we all find excuses not to do something. And one of the excuses, it's not for me, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not this, or whatever. So we don't have to work, because that's easier, right? So that's what... that's what's great about people like Tammie, and you all are that way. You can help other people so much by just sharing what you've received. Number one, what it does is, see, now everybody knows, oh my God, they still have grant money for mortgages in California, see? And they think, because they called someplace and the place said, no, we had it, but we ran out of money, so we don't have any more. See, and that's the other thing I fight too, is that people, you don't know the stuff well enough to realize it's going to take a dozen, 2 dozen, maybe 3 dozen calls or whatever to find something, and you'll call 1 or 2 places and then say, hey, I called, nothing there, so Lesko's wrong or whatever. And so it's better encouragement, I say, that I applied for New York Relief Fund and got a favorable reply, provided paperwork and everything, and just waiting to hear back. Oh, Joe, Joe. Can you write that up on Facebook? Because that's where I'm able to keep these testimonials better on Facebook. So if you have a time to do that, would be great, Joe. Let's see. Yeah, that would be great, Joe. Again, because people, if you look at the files on Facebook, we got about 3 or 4 files just on testimonials, and that's important for people to see. See, the other thing that is a problem with getting this help, is that people don't know what to ask for. So it is it's what you want is one thing, but the government will call it something else. So you won't know to ask for that something else. You ask for what you think is logical. And that's the problem with the computers and everything. That's why I had about 5 testimonials so far. Ooh, where? Samantha, where are they? Oh, did you put them in, Samantha? Did you put in the testimonials? Samantha, is that your testimonial? Oh, God. Well, that's great. Well, maybe what we'll do, we'll do a whole show just on Samantha's. Yes, absolutely. Oh, that's terrific. Samantha, would you be up for a little video interview on all this stuff you got? Just so people could see and hear you? Like 5 minutes or something, maybe on a Zoom call. I have another one I want to do, so it'd be nice, if people could see members get my community navigator has me on board for, wow, community navigator. That's a new buzzword that we have to start learning. They're the people like us. They will help you find things. See, they navigate you. Wow, that's great, Samantha. So is there, have any interest? I don't want to ask you to do something you're uncomfortable with. Please, yes, through HUD. Oh, wonderful. Can we talk? I'd love to get you on camera, just on a Zoom call, so people see that anything for you. Oh, wonderful, Samantha. I will get you going, doo-dah, because that would be great. And anybody, share what you know, because I don't know about these programs. Community Navigator, that's a new thing too, that's popping up. That Community Navigator really started when Obamacare started. They started calling community navigators the people who helped you get health insurance. They called them community navigators then. That's the first time I saw it. Now I see they're doing it all over now. They're calling the SBA is now calling the people that help community navigators. Charity, okay, what? Come on, you got to get a winner for us, okay? What have you been up to? I know you just have cute hair, and okay, what are you gonna do besides that? What you got going? I think I heard you just say that the other day about your hair, or about Samantha. Yeah, I try to read that, and I get it. I'll screwed up. But it's all about helping people. So if I could help other people, you can help other people. That's what they call it here. And yes, you called it that. Life just keeps adding on fun for my disabled adult daughter, and I have to care. And I have got a call from her dad last night. He has inoperable brain cancer. Oh my God, cancer. And less than 3 months. Oh, how sad. I need to get our daughter to see him and say goodbye and move to our current situation. And Kay he is in Mississippi. We are in Montana. God with us, please pray. Okay, Marty, there's a bunch of things. If you go to needymeds.org, and go in, they have a whole section on paying for medical problems, and they have a section on transportation. So to have transportation for that is available too. Also, there's I don't know how to spell bereavement, B-E-R, bereavement fares. Airlines have bereavement fares that you should find help is best. Yes, and that's why I'd go there and look for transportation. And see, the thing is, what you have to do, okay, maybe there won't be if you look under transportation, under find help, you'll find some organizations that do transportation, maybe just to drive you to the hospital or whatever. So, but whatever they are, see, that's still a gold mine. All the organizations that are listed under transportation, even though none of them say that they'll fly you to Mississippi or wherever you have to go to see your dad who's dying, they know about transportation issues. They know about other companies that provide other kinds of transportation, and that's where because you ask me, I don't know, this comes up once a month or something. That's all I know. They're coming up. They're dealing with transportation for people who need transportation every day, maybe 100 times a day. So they are more likely to know about something more than I do. That's what I love about Find Help. You have someone there, you have a lot of people there who are involved in that problem. Say, in other words, you want me to fix your toilet. Well, I know a little bit, because I fixed a few or something. But if it's really something I can't do it, you got to get a plumber who really knows that stuff and ran into that and knows a way to solve that problem because he ran into it before. I didn't. I just have two basic problems I solve. So the same way like for transportation. Okay, somebody's dealing with transportation, who need it for health reasons or whatever, will know about other programs that they don't provide because just by being in that business every day. So that's why people are becoming the most important thing, I think, in our society now, because people know more than Google, okay? So you have to find people, but I think you do is you use Google to find people to talk to who knows all that stuff. Because if you put in, transportation, to see a dying relative, you're gonna get all these people who have something to sell you around that topic. And you'll get millions and millions of them. And maybe there's one person in there that really does something that you could use. What's that sudden loss? So what is that charity? Oh, it's sudden loss support. Oh, is that what it, for the person whose father died? They have bereavement support and it's on findhelp.org and free. See what I mean? You guys are smarter than me. I didn't know that. Charity, you are doing it. You're helping that person. And that's why it's the numbers, And so we have people that are searching this kind of stuff every day, and can help other people. It is just terrific. Tammie, is that you in an outfit there? Is that your Halloween costume? Man, I just read about the charity justgiving.com. I don't know justgiving.com, what that is, Illinois. I'd be wary because it's a .com. So they got to make money from you somehow, What I concentrate on is people who don't make money, that you don't give money to, that just do it for free because they're going to advertise or whatever. That's why I don't even promote .coms, because they're trying to make money from you one way or another. Good morning, Mr. Lesko. Are you an absolute bomb in my book? You are sincerely go-to guru. Well, I got some ex-wives who've been calling me a little something else. I help clients go to from Goldsboro, North Carolina to Denver. Both vans I have are down. New transportation on one, engine on the other. Well, look under transportation under Find Help to see if you get those fixed for free. Because it's a business, I don't know if you're volunteering or it's a business or whatever. I would look for grants to do that because it's a. Let's see. Well, if you remember, we have a whole big listing of grants. We have a big report on car, and that's in the monster report too, on car and car repair. Find, call your local community college. You find car, the courses that fix up cars, okay? In other words, we're training mechanics. There's there's schools that train mechanics, and they need cars to work on. So they take people who need their car fixed, and fix it. So there's ways to do that. Start digging around in findhelp.org. 211.org is okay, but what bothers me about that, they want you to call 211. And there's so much more. And see, what you'll do, you'll call 211, they say there is nothing. And so you'll think there is nothing, and that's bad. But the emails every day have a lot of, good morning, love the caring about it. But the emails every day have a lot of, I joined the group after the date. Yes, that's true. A lot of community colleges do that. Yes, I get a lot from 211. Oh, Gigi, are you telling the emails we send you are out of date? I know a lot of our reports are out of date. A report is out of date as soon as it's published. Things change too quickly. I used to put in my books too, when I said books that I didn't update for years, what I put in the beginning of the book, this book is out of date. As soon as it's published. See, then it used to go to the New York publishers for 6 months before it was printed. So I was printing books of phone numbers. So that's why I feel I had to put there that this book is out of date. And when I was selling them on Home Shopping, they didn't want me to say that. I said, I have to. That's the truth. What do you mean? Well, that's great, Gigi. But the emails you're getting, are they from us? We send in a shitload of emails. Yeah, most of them are marketing to people who are not members. So if you're getting our marketing emails and you're a member, we just screwed up. So let us know. Make sure you're you're off that list, okay? Or you could just on the bottom of every email that we send, there's a way to take your name off the list, and that's not an issue at all. So you can always do that. Take it off the list, okay? And what else do I want to talk about? Oh, again, on the Monster Report. Look at that Monster Report, brand new, updated. If you want to start a business, you want to buy a house, you want to fix up, you have home repair problems, you have car problems, what else? There's a half a dozen other things. And the other thing, when I have a report in there too, is what to do when they tell you it's not there. Because I think that's what we have to make. What if you want to go after the SSA? Oh, I mean, Social Security Administration screwed you over, Charity? Your elected officials. Now, you have probably 5 or 7. And you start at the top. Start with your senators, your congressmen, then your state. But your 2 senators and your congressmen are the best. You call them up and ask them what you have to do to get help with the problem with Social Security, and that's what they do. You call them up, then you do whatever they say you have to do. And probably maybe send a letter, and they need information so they could get into your account and things like that. So you send it, you send the email or the mail or whatever it is they say. You just do what a bureaucrat says they need, you just give it to them, okay? You don't argue that it's stupid, because it probably is, and you lose the argument, so it doesn't matter. And then after you send them what you need, then you call them back up and ask them if they got what you sent, to make sure. I sent from, I know. Leah, if you sent me $54, we don't have a book. I don't know where you sent $54. We don't even have a way to do it. Everything is electronic with us, and it's all electronic. So is it a check? Did you check if we cashed your check? I mean, if we did, I'll certainly give you the money. But that's why I'm wondering if you send it to somebody else, that you bought something else. But we don't have any hardcover books anymore. See, that the main thing we have is what you have now. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. This is the only thing I have right now. And the only way to I'm making money is through this. I don't charge for anything else. And once you're a member of this, you get everything else I have included in that $20. Yeah. And that's what I want to do. And that is how I want to go out in life. I want to give you everything I have, as long as I could feed myself. So as long as I keep feeding myself and the people that help me, you can have everything for one price. And that's why all these people on the internet who have upsells and downsells and who knows what. I sent my payment and paid for book. And we don't have a book. Where did you send it? Who did you send it to? You gave me so much, my friend. You changed my life for real. Wow. 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 That's embarrassing to digest, Samantha. I thank you so much. Wow. To find you, can we also find you on Facebook? Pretty soon I'll renew for another. Oh, thank you, Frank. I'm serious. Okay, good, because I think I could chat there. We're not chatting on this thing. There's too much stuff. And people are asking questions on the chat. So we got to keep it so other people learn too. I think I better go. Thank you. Ever see me short for words? This is it. Everybody, thank you. Oh, God. Oh, I better get out of here. Sorry.